Check Juicy Music.
I can't too far to be going back. I got that bread from straight scratch. Catching them boxes and flipping packs. Pull up on serving exotic J's. 448 got me up and paid. I went and got it, I'm self-made.
Have you chased your check today? I'm Jonna.
I'm Chris Mills.
Today, I guess we talking about self-awareness, huh?
Yeah, self-awareness, man.
How did we get to that topic?
When we started out last time, we was talking about self-awareness.
Yeah, one of the conversations.
Yeah, one
I'll
of the
say this,
conversations.
let's be honest with the people. I don't know when these is go. What order they'll come out.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know
right.
if it'll be the self-awareness one and then.
Right.
But we got here and we looked at the list, right? And
yeah.
You said, okay, this is one of the things we ain't got to yet.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I ain't even. I won't try to put it in no order neither. I was just right there kind of after I went down the list, and then I got to that one. That was like, we need to elaborate on that a little more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think with self-awareness, we talked about that a little more. I mean, last time or the time before, whatever. But self-improvement, that aligns right with it. You know,
It does.
It aligns right with it, and you're gonna need self-awareness to self-improve. That starts with knowing yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Does.
You got to know yourself to know what you need to be improved on.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So, that's a good. That's a good
people
point.
can tell you. Obviously, people are gonna give their opinion.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. So, what tools do you use to learn yourself?
Yeah. Because the people, if you really value a certain person's opinion, and you know what I'm saying, their character has their character. They can be in that space of giving you some reflection. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's a part of it. And then it's a part of you too. You know, you gotta know yourself. Like the pros and the cons of you, the bad and the good. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just put it out there. And I know, most of the time it is other people that help you recognize some of those things. Yeah,
you gotta be willing to listen though.
Yeah, that's true too.
You gotta be willing to listen.
True. You gotta put your ego and pride to the side and be able to take in some constructive criticism.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a recurring theme: is ego and pride and character.
Yeah, that is. It is because it's a big thing out here, man. And if you, like I said before, if you can tame those, then you can maneuver. You'll know how to maneuver, and you'll maneuver a lot better. You know what I'm saying? You know.
So with self-improvement, what are some of the ways that you go about it?
Well, in a sense, it can be a list, but it might be just one day at a time where I feel like I want to improve my health. You know what I mean? I'm focusing on that more. Like I need my health for everything else to function like it needs to function.
For sure.
So I mean, that's just me personally. I go that deep.
So you start with the health, and one of the things I wanted to ask you is like that's the foundation. That's the first thing you mentioned when you started.
Right. That's what I was like. I
self-improvement.
think that's something. That's a simple. It's a real big step.
Right.
It's a simple step for somebody to. They need a foundation or a phase one to, of self improvement, which is, I feel like that's the foundation of how your brain thinks and how your moods and everything else. And I feel like that's got a lot to do with your body.
It does.
What you putting in your body and all types of things. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't in the perfect. I'm still working on that as well. But that's just my thought process of moving phase one to the next phase. And anybody else that just need a common start. You know what I mean? It ain't too crazy. But they feel like it's just so hard that it ain't that deep.
Like find a starting place and start. It's funny today that you suggested we do self-improvement because I decided on one of the prior episodes, I don't know whether it got cut off a couple times. Actually, is what happened. I asked you about meditation.
Right.
And we talked about it a little bit, and it kept getting cut off. That's a form of self-improvement, at least.
True.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's a place to start. I could do that anywhere.
That's true. That's very true.
So,
how long you been doing that? Oh
man, I started meditating in 2014. 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, 2004. That I can't say I started and just been doing it every day since then, but I found it in 2000. 14. I got in a good conversation with a good friend of mine. It's a pastor. And he's you know what I'm saying? But I think I told you about him. Like, he's one of the pastors you sit down and really kick it. He gonna keep it 100 with you. And you can be yourself. You ain't got to be trying to be buttoned up and all that. Right. Because I'm not going to do that. Right. So, I mean, I can do it, but I'm not going to do it with a friend.
Yeah, but when it comes to spiritual guidance, you don't need...
I shouldn't have to do that in that way. And I don't. You know what I mean? And he gave me the Russell Simmons book. Super Rich, I think is what it's called. And in that book, Russell Simmons was, talking about his life, and he got to meditation, and he talked about how well it worked for him. And I'm a Def Jam head. I'm old head.
For real talk, right? Real talk. That's the first
person you heard,
influential black person in my world that I heard. Promoting that and saying that's a part of their lifestyle.
Right, me too. So when I read it in that book, the way he described it and how he did it, right, and how it helped him. Right. I didn't even keep reading. I put the book down. I was like, I'm gonna try it right now. Got to it. You feel me? Like you said, you know what I'm saying? If you see something, you just start. Is the point.
That's right.
Right. So I figured I'm gonna do it on Instagram Live every Monday and Friday.
Oh, that's dope though. That's dope. So that's dope. So when they see this episode, they're gonna refer to it. They're gonna say, "Hey, I'm checking in with bro on Friday." And got there. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Hey, that's what's up right there though. But hey, self improvement, man, that starts with so many different things. Like wherever you want to start with it, you know what I mean? Like starts to start and it expands into so many other. You know, it's gonna be like a high from that point on because you're gonna always just want to elevate and improve in so many areas.
Facts.
Well, the areas that you know that you need improvement in within.
Are you a heavy reader?
No, not like I should be. Yeah. But I'm finna make a change with that too because I'll be interested in a lot of. I be seeing from afar. I be seeing titles, and then just people that I'm around, people that I surround myself with that do read a lot. They put up some of their suggestions of books and things. But no, I'm not like I need to read more.
Well, the thing is I read when I want to.
Yeah.
And what I want to.
And I read certain stuff. Yeah,
I like
exactly.
You know what I mean. I don't read nothing if it's not information.
Yeah. I read articles.
I definitely read articles.
Oh shit. Man,
it's all good. It's all good. We in a functioning studio. I think it's okay for people to know they should be understanding we in a business that you own.
That's
so if it's business,
that's true.
So if it's business happening while we have these conversations, sometimes I think the people understand that.
That's true.
So we ain't got to edit that out right there. I think that's cool.
That's cool then. But that's dope. That's dope too. That's keeping it all the way.
100. Yeah, it is what it is. This is where we at.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, so the one thing that I've decided that I'm gonna do, right? I listen to mad podcasts. Yeah. I take in a lot of media, bro. Right. You know what I mean? So why not have an Audible subscription? My brother told me this at least 2 years ago. Yeah. And I didn't do it. Why not have an Audible subscription? I can listen to a book. I can listen to 3 books a day.
Yeah, that's true. And somebody suggested that to me too as well.
You know? And I hate to be, giving them, what I'm saying, like free advertisement.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, it is. But that's dope though. Like that, some people and everybody take in information differently. Right. Some people take it in verbally well versus seeing it in print. You know what I'm saying?
And me personally, I take it in. I take information in well both ways. But if I listen to it right, and then decide I want to go pick it up the book, I'm really gonna get it.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
Either way, it's gonna help me.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry not to cut you.
Go ahead.
I definitely keep the information from the podcast in my head that I listen to.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but that's what's bad. Like I'm more of I like visual. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna pick one over the other because I haven't got into listening to a lot of audio podcasts. Okay. I just watch a lot of visual ones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But I mean, yeah, you're right with the people. Yeah, that would be dope though. You know what I'm saying? Just to the whole audio. You know what I'm saying? That would be dope. I think that'll be a good way of people will grasp towards it a little more than just it being available just in a text form. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure it's a lot easier to take in, and it's easy to listen to.
Yeah.
You know.
And it stick with me when I hear stuff like just being even from in the room in a conversation. I hear a certain statement or something. It sticks with me hearing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it just depends on what I'm reading. If it's intriguing enough,
you'll stay with it.
It'll stick with me. Yeah,
for sure. Me too.
Yeah,
me too. I love that.
I do need to read more, man. I got some books at home. I done bought books and never. I don't know. Just
I think
I gotta take more time, man. I gotta ration out my day. I got so much going on, but it's time for that. Make time
that's another thing with self-improvement that we always holler we don't necessarily have the time.
Yeah,
you're right. We have to make the time for the things that we know we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could listen to this many podcasts, I could read a book a week.
Yeah, true indeed.
I'm certain. Just being 100 with it. It's just where I decide to put that information, that bandwidth, right?
Yeah, so, and reading. I mean, listening to, but reading it helps you in so many ways of just taking in the information, and it helps you expand your vocabulary as well.
Facts.
You know, it introduces you to different, definitions of things that you weren't familiar with it beforehand.
Yeah.
Or it's just enlightenment, just in general. You know what I mean? So many different ways.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I gotta get my reading back on. You know what I'm saying? I feel crazy. I ain't out here. I feel like I'm just too far away from the basics. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't that. That's
but it's easy in this society we living in. You know what I mean?
That's the whole. That's exactly what I was gonna say. That's the whole.
I'm a millennial baby, so it's like we don't, you know what I'm saying? We familiar with both.
With both.
We don't got introduced to this new stuff. It's done took us away from the basics.
All of us.
Yeah, all of us. Some of us born. The one kids now born into it, so it's natural.
They call it digital natives, is what we call them. You know what I mean? Like they digital natives.
That's a good one for that.
Yeah, like they was born into this technology. You know what I mean?
That's crazy too.
Yeah, that's nuts. You see how much it affects us. Imagine being born into it.
Yeah, and we got to watch it. Like transition.
Yeah.
Like
we got to see the whole thing.
That's big. That's big. Like they just born into the
but
a lot going on, man. A lot of weirdness going on out there. You know what I'm saying? But what's weird, it ain't weird to them because this is the normal. The weird is normal to them.
No, it's not weird. I think it's easy to have technology and life and all that take you away from, you know what I'm saying, the basics and doing what it is. But I think it's conversations like this. There's no way we're going to be able to have these kind of conversations, put them out in the world and not do the stuff that we sit here talking about. It's not possible.
That's right. You're right.
You understand what I'm saying? We're going to do something.
Yeah, definitely.
We might not do everything, you know what I'm saying? We like as far as the self-improvement stuff we just talked about.
Yeah, definitely.
But we're gonna have to act on something. We got to. We already are.
Definitely.
And hopefully we'll inspire somebody else to do, or show people that you got to start somewhere. Hell.
Yeah, and that's the plan. That's the whole. That's what this show is designed on. You know what I mean? To plant that seed in somebody to say, I'm glad I watched that episode. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I watched that today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe I know that some people know what they need to do, but it's just a reassurance when you hear it from somewhere else. It's like.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on board. I'm on board. So with that, the question is, have you chased your check today? Right?
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Then obviously you chasing yours because that bill is ringing.
We working in here. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. But have you chased your check today? It's another episode. I'm Jonna.
I'm Chris Mills. And we signing out. And we'll see y'all next Friday, man. Come back and check us out. You feel me? And conversate for a few.
Check us out every Tuesday, every Monday or Tuesday. We out there.
I got that bread from straight scratch, catching them boxes and flipping packs. Pull up on serving exotic J's. 448 got me up and paid. I went and got it, I'm self-made. I cut the check, I'm self-paid. Washing that money from dirty to clean. Never content, I need me some more. Never gon' settle, we slept on the floor. Got some change and get me some more. From busting down bells to stretching the blow.